We know that the majority of Americans have less than 2 months of savings in their account, let alone, let's not even talk about African American or Latinos who have oftentimes less than $200 in their bank account on a good month.
Yep.
So this is an opportunity for us to be really self-reflective. It's so interesting watching how so much of these major shocks to our system have unfolded. It really parallels what happened in the last century, Joy, whether we're talking about immigration conversations of who we want in this country, whether it means about transferring from one industrial revolution, from farming to industrial revolution. We're talking about how do you go into the gig economy? How do you become tech? We're having these fundamental conversations when it comes even to now this pandemic. And it's an opportunity for us to, one, recognize the importance of public servitude, the importance of having people who are championing you when it comes to really in times of crisis. The reason that the Democrats were able to pass such a comprehensive piece of legislation that is really talking about making sure people get checks to their doorstep in 3 to 4 weeks is because because Americans went out and voted in droves in the midterm election. We saw a wave of congressional members on the Democratic side that actually speak to our values. Now's the time for us to continue asking them to think really big and to provide a social safety net when it comes to healthcare, because one thing that COVID has demonstrated to us is that it does not discriminate based on race or socioeconomic status.
That's right. Absolutely. And Karine Jean-Pierre, who looks really smart right now is Andrew Yang, because the other question that, the rest of the world is talking about whether or not universal income, a thing that we first started hearing about from Dr. King, that we still are having this conversation. And it seems that something like that, it might actually be a smart idea.
Yeah. Put the money in our hands. 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 Can we afford it? Will it cause inflation? No. Is it awesome? Yes. Is anyone trying to make it happen? Yeah, that